This is episode 2 of a series about my new HM Strat. The first episode was all about unboxing and my first impressions. This episode describes the maintenance and setup process I use for all of my new guitars. It's not basic stuff, but it's not very complicated either. Basically, you will see all the things you could get if you ask for a full service, full setup with a guitar tech. So let's start. So first of all, I will show you how I plan to maintain this guitar. This is a soft mat, very padded, that I put on the floor. I don't know why I like to work on the floor. Maybe it's my Japanese side. This is just a support for the neck. So my plan is, first of all, to polish those frets, which don't look so shiny, and maybe a bit dirty, a bit not rusty, but a bit oxidation. The second thing I want to do is to polish a bit the fret ends. Some fret ends are just a bit sharp, so that's something we can do. I don't plan to round the edges at that point. We'll wait and see if really this annoys me or not. I think the neck is very comfortable as it is, and I don't want to, take the risk to damage the fretboard itself. What are the tools I'm going to use apart from that? So I'm going to use steel wool to polish the frets. So when you polish the frets, you need to protect the fretboard for sure, and you need to protect the pickups. To protect the fretboard itself, you can use masking tape and tape all the fretboards, or you can use just like screen protection, fret protections like this, that you just put on the frets. Well, the frets are so huge, it just fits, and so you can polish it without touching the other, without damaging the fretboard. For the pickups, you really need to avoid putting steel wool chips on your pickups. You could damage them permanently. So you have two options. The one is to use masking tape and mask everything. And the second one, which I prefer, is just to remove the neck, put the body somewhere else. You work on the neck, then clean your working area, and then reassemble. So that's the one I'm gonna choose. To polish the fret ends, I'm gonna use this file. It's a file from Stumac. It's the only really kind of professional tool I use. So you just use it. So you have one side which is smooth, and you put it against the fretboard not to damage it, and then you just go like this way around the frets to make the fret ends smoother and rounder. Then you can use this kind of little pad to make it even rounder. Again, you can find this at Stumac. The third thing I'm gonna do is put some oil on the fretboard to clean it and feed it. I'm using this F1 oil from Music Nomad. So really, when you have like this a maple fretboard, don't put anything on it. Rosewood fretboards, ebony fretboards are much more tolerant to any kind of products, cleaning products. Maple is not. You could stain it, you could damage it, you could make it ugly. So this one is really nice, very pale, even almost white, so I don't want to damage it. So I'm using this product, which I think is one of the only products recommended for maple fretboards. So that's it, let's start. So first thing first, let's take the neck off. So you can see the frets are now very shiny. They had a kind of a yellowish tint, and now they look very like shining silver, very nice. Yeah, this one. This one too. Doesn't need a lot, just a bit to remove this kind of little sharp edges, almost nothing, but when you play it makes a big difference. Yeah, this side is almost always in need of kind of a little treatment, because like manufacturers don't really take care of like the last threads on this side. Usually, yeah, you don't play that much on them, but yeah, since I'm there, the neck is already out, so let's polish them. Let's really make them round and smooth like ball bearing. And now it looks, yeah, it looks really great. Fantastic. So now we are going to clean a bit the fretboard with this F1 oil. So just a drop on each fret, not fret, but between frets on the fretboard. Just like this. Okay, great. Here you go. So now I'm gonna wait a few minutes and then wipe the excess. Let the wood take what it needs and then wipe off the excess. So I advise you to use more the same clean rag for the frets. And then if you have another dirty rag for something else, but just to really keep really clean, or you can wash it afterwards, but when you use it for cleaning the fretboard, use a clean rag so it doesn't leave dirt. You don't add dirt to the fretboard. Here you go. And last step is just a general cleaning with this kind of wood product. So it's a cleaner with honey inside, so it's quite nice, not aggressive for the wood, for the neck. Goto tuners, so very nice. The Strat logo with the pink little wave to match the body. Very nice too. And since I'm going to change the string, we can like clean a bit between the tuners. It's always a place where you don't have the opportunity to clean it if you're not tuning. So here we have a brand new neck. Date 31st of January 2020. So yeah, it's a 2020 reissue. And finally, I'm going to use the same wood cleaner to clean the guitar body. So usually I always put the cleaning stuff on the rag, not directly on the guitar. And then general, like, nice little cleaning. So the same as for the tuners, this space between the pickups, or between the pickups and the bridge, is usually a bit dirty because with the strings we cannot like really clean this place. So let's take the pickup ring, like in the 80s. Didn't have so much of a direct mount at that time. So you can see the different contours here. And so I checked the bodies. It's really smaller than the other bodies. When I put it in my guitar rack, it's significantly lower and smaller than the other bodies. So more like a dinky body. Which is funny to think that at the time Fender released this guitar to compete with Charvel and Jackson guitars, and now Jackson and Charvel guitars are both part of the Fender musical instruments. Last step, let's put back the neck. So you can see in the neck pocket, like 3 February of 2020. The date. So as always, I'm putting back the screws, and I'm doing like kind of a star pattern, meaning I want this neck plate to be as flat as possible, so I always like put back the screws in the opposite directions, like this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And then for the last turns, yeah, it's gonna be, there you go. There you go, very nice. Let's put the strings now. So I'm gonna put my favorite Ernie Ball strings, like 946, my favorite gauge. I use Ernie Ball, sometimes I use other kind of strings, or Elixir are very nice too. For this one, that's what I have at the moment. You can see that they put, like the dealer puts like cardboard here, so the Floyd won't go back or hurt. So it's very nice of them, and this will help me to put the strings no, it's already. So what I do generally is very simple. I just remove the little ball here, insert this here, there we go. Yeah, right, it's really in at the bottom, and then put it back. Remove the nut. Overall, they did a really great job packing, so thank you for Brothers Guitars in New York. They did a great job. They were really nice, so it's very much appreciated. Here it is. Can stretch a bit the strings. And this will help it. Okay, we'll adjust after all the strings are done. So here we are now. The guitar is all stringed up, new string, and the Floyd Rose is flat, is like parallel to the body, which is great. Put back the nuts. Looks gorgeous. So now let's see if it sounds as good as it looks.